Welcome into a brand new episode of WSI TV. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of WSI TV. It's my Monday market update, and well, a lot can happen. I haven't been on the show for a few weeks, one thing or another. I've been away, but a lot can happen in a few weeks clearly, because the last time I was doing this show we were having a sort of mild correction here, and we were firmly in the bull market. With a violent uptrend, which was, if you recall, bothering me somewhat. It was troublesome that it wasn't, more of a healthy zigzagging upwards trend. And then, obviously, the COVID-19 situation hit it hard and dramatically, and we had something that was at first reminiscent of actually 1987 with the flash crash, and then it turned into more of what was starting to look like more of a 2008 financial crisis meltdown. But what we see here is at the bottom here, it's kind of just like leveled out around, though if we remember in late 2018, we had a sharp correction then when the Federal Reserve made an attempt at being responsible. The market didn't like that, and we had a sharp drop back then. So it's sort of leveled off in that area, which is somewhat encouraging. People took hold of their senses and started to assess the situation, that it's not actually going to affect everything. In fact, there's some companies that are going to do very well from that. So anyway, that all remains to be seen. So where are we at right now? Well, we're clearly not in bull market territory, and according to my proprietary system that was predicting this upwards trend, that got us out somewhere around here. So I really didn't lose much at all in that situation. So we go to what we call a fox market now. It's neither a bull nor a bear. Now, the traditional way of report what we're saying, or it's officially a bear market as they're calling it right now, they simply say, well, it's a 20% drop from the high of the recent market. The trouble with that very arbitrary kind of sledgehammer approach to calling it a bear market is that in theory you could drop 20% from the high and still be in a healthy situation. What if the high was up here and 20% drop still kept you in what we would call a healthy situation? So according to my system, we don't call this a bear market just yet. A bear market, to my mind, is something that is concerted trend stepping downwards. We're not there yet. This is still in kind of flash crash territory. So what we do is we say, well, it's neither a bull or a bear, it's a fox. And that means we have to be crafty like the fox. A lot of our trades now are switching to more opportunistic situations. Gold hasn't really had a dent put in it at all. We've been commentating a lot on that. And so we can make money when things go down as well as things goes up. For example, trading the VIX, the volatility index, has yielded over 600% in the last month alone. So things don't stop. We don't stop making money just because the market's taken a dive. We start looking at we just start switching strategies around. So where do we stand in the short term? Well, the market has stayed for the last 2 weeks. It's started to stage an interesting bounce, and we could have what's called a double bottom bounce, where it's we're going to have you can see it's pushing up today, and then it could take another bounce lower. But the main point is that this hasn't gone into a straight meltdown to hell like it did in 2008. There is evidence here that there's a comeback coming that could take us back to something resembling a kind of equilibrium. So we'll be following that closely. But for now, it's really a cash situation. My proprietary system put us in cash. And our services have switched to more opportunistic levels. So we'll be commentating on this bounce very closely to see if it can surprise a lot of people by getting back into the swing of things, maybe even triggering off a brand new bull market, and that's what we're looking at in the weeks ahead. This thing really could go back to normal as quick as it was abnormal. Anything can happen. So it's an important time to be stay tuned. We're going to keep you informed as and when things unfold, because you do not want to miss the next thing that happens. It could be a great buying opportunity and great income opportunity for a lot of the situations we're looking at. So that's all for this week, and I will speak to you next time.